countrysides far from the East Coast hubs that they each now called home. He now wielded power in the halls of the nation's capital. She now wielded a pen in the offices of the country's publishing mecca. She was far from perfect, as was he, but they were somehow perfectly suited to this occasion, seeking unity in different ways neither had thought might align. Not under these circumstances, not in these divisive times. Their paths had never crossed, yet in 1 week their fates would intertwine. Her intention would meet his execution, her will finding his willingness. A country torn apart might one day, or for just one day, seek to come together. The table was set. The train pulled away from the station. Origin stories are at once enticingly satisfying and perilously fraught with missteps and minefields. Take the mythic origin story of the city of Rome, Italy, for example. To put it ever so briefly, the god Mars impregnates a Vestal virgin named Rhea Silvia, whose father's reign over the kingdom of Alba Longa has been usurped by his own brother. Rhea gives birth to twin boys, and her power-hungry uncle, the one who snatched the throne from Rhea's father, orders the babies drowned in the Tiber River in order to prevent them from ever making any claim to the throne of Alba Longa, considered by legend to be the oldest city in Latium. After the would-be assassins set the infants adrift on the river, rather than succumbing to those swirling ancient Italian waters, the twins alight safely ashore, plopped beneath a fig tree. There, they are suckled by a she-wolf and fed by a woodpecker. The two boys, Romulus and Remus, grow up, rally their forces, and take back Alba Longa from their scheming, murderous great-uncle. Then, naturally, yet somewhat ironically, the grown brothers themselves fight for power, not at all unlike their grandfather and great-uncle. Romulus slays his brother Remus. A magnificent new city is built upon the Capitoline Hill and named Rome in honor of Romulus. Then, around 600 BCE, Rome, her power vastly strengthened, destroys Alba Longa, the very kingdom from which the twins' mother hailed. It is a messy story, and one would be hard-pressed to find an ounce of truth in it. But a compelling origin story, whether mythical or factual, and despite any enduring appeal, lives and thrives as much in the many questions it raises as it does in any answers it seeks to offer. And in that ongoing existence, history is continually evolving. New insights and understanding gleaned from scientific fact, painstakingly researched annals, and more give history a limited shelf life. It happens year after year, generation after generation. Archaeological digs, uncovered manuscripts, technological advancements. Stories long set in the canon of a culture, yet defined in their scope by the information initially available, are illuminated, enhanced, and revealed in greater, ideally more comprehensive detail, much like Michelangelo releasing David from the marble that had entrapped him. Now, Rome has offered much to the world's culture factually, mythically, artistically, and at times violently, ever since those twins, Romulus and Remus, were weaned from the she-wolf. There is one thing Rome has not, however, easily provided the world or its citizens, and that is easy access to cranberries. I found this out firsthand when I was in my early 30s. As an American, celebrating Thanksgiving abroad can be a joyous and at times hilariously frustrating experience. I was living in Rome for the second time in my life, my first sojourn there coming right after college when I found myself unable to leave, sucked into the sometimes dolce, often frustrating but ultimately beguiling vita of the expat. This time I had returned on purpose and was freelancing. Many of my Roman and American friends were still living there, and many were familiar with the concept of American Thanksgiving. Now, while the city is charmingly notorious for shutting down in the middle of the day for siesta, it does not shut down for American holidays. And so celebrating the feast day that Italians refer to as the Giorno del Ringraziamento, literally, Day of Thanks, often results in making do with dishes like salsa di mirtilli.